In this video, we will discuss about the heating effect of electric current. Now, where is this heat coming from all of a sudden in electricity? So, we will get to know about it. So, let us consider an example. Let's take a fan or a battery or consider a television. You switched on a television at 9 a.m. in the morning and you switch it off at 6 p.m. in the evening. So, it's almost a very long time. Now, after switching it off at 6 p.m., if you just touch the screen of the television, you can feel it hot because there is a heat production. Why is this heat production taking place? Where is this heat coming from? What is the reason behind it? So, when an electric current flows through a metallic conductor, it gets heated up, and this effect is called heating effect of electric current. So basically, we know that a battery or a cell is a source of electrical energy, and the chemical reaction that is taking place within the cell will generate a potential difference between the terminals of the battery. And because of this potential difference, the electrons are set in motion. And because of the movement of electrons, electricity, that is the current, is produced. And to maintain this current constantly, the cell has to continuously expend its energy. And some of its energy is used, for example, to rotate the blades of the fan or to move the picture on a screen, while some of the energy is moved out or released out as heat. And that is why we cause that heating sensation or heat feeling. Now, this particular application is very well used, that this heating is very well applied in electric heaters, electric irons, and electric room heaters. Now, let us just consider a circuit diagram where a current I is flowing through the resistor of resistance R, and let the potential difference across it be V. And let T be the time during which the charge Q will flow through the circuit, and the work done in moving the charge Q through the potential difference V is VQ. Now, therefore, the source must apply equal energy to VQ in time T. So basically we can write it as Q is equal to I into T. So we know that because we have to calculate the charge. So to calculate the charge, we have to multiply the current into time. So V is equal to W by Q. We know that potential difference is equal to work done in moving a charge. So V is equal to W by Q, work done in moving a unit charge, which we already know. We discussed it while we spoke about the potential difference. So we can also write it as, rearrange the equation, W is equal to VQ. Now substitute the value of Q. Q is equal to IT. So W is equal to V into I into T. So VIT. P is equal to W by T, which is equal to VI. Now why are we writing this? We saw that is the work done in moving a charge Q through a circuit which has a potential difference V is nothing but VQ. Therefore, the source, that is the battery, should supply equal energy to VQ in time T. So what is the equal energy to VQ? Equal energy to VQ is work. So W, equal energy to VQ in time T. So the battery should provide a power which is equal energy to VQ. That is, P is equal to W means it's VQ. So equal energy is W in time T. So we are writing P is equal to W by T. Now W can be written as VIT. So VIT by T, TT gets cancelled, it's VI. So P is equal to VI, which can be written as H is equal to W, which is equal to VIT. So which is nothing but the energy that is supplied to the circuit by the source in time T is P into T. So the energy which is supplied to the circuit in a time T is P into T, which is nothing but VIT. So we write it as H is equal to W, that is work done, is equal to VIT. So we can rearrange the equation and substitute the value of V and I with Ohm's law, and we can write it as H is equal to I square RT. So the heat produced depends upon three factors, that is square of the current, directly proportional to the square of the current, directly proportional to resistance, and directly proportional to the time. So This can be also written as H is equal to V square by R into T. Now what is this V square by R and how did we get this particular equation? Just substitute the value of I from Ohm's law in this I square. So according to Ohm's law, I is equal to V by R. So substitute V by R in I square, which is V square by R square. So V square by R square into RT. So R and R square cancels to give V square by R into T. So this particular equation, that is H is equal to I square RT, is called Joule's heating effect of current. So H is equal to I square RT is Joule's heating effect of current, and it depends on three factors, that is the square of the current, resistance and time. So this is how you can actually describe the heating effect of electric current. Thank you.